Hello, I am Troy Knight, and today I picked the topic of global warming, and I am here to explain as much as I can to you about it. All right, so if some of you do not know what global warming is, will list off a couple of facts right now. Uh, Global warming is the increase of Earth's average surface temperature due to greenhouse gases that collect in the atmosphere. It acts like kind of like a thickening blanket, and it traps the sun heat and causes the planet to warm up. Greenhouse gases keep heat close to the Earth's surface, making it livable for humans and animals. However, global warming is happening largely due to an over emittance of gases due to us humans burning fossil fuels and all that stuff. Since 1870, the global sea levels have risen by about 8 inches, and according to scientists, that is about 45 times faster than they predicted. Um, and one just quick more fact, and there is more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere today than any point in the last 800,000 years, just to put it a little bit into perspective. All right, now that I listed off a couple things, let's get going. So what is global warming? Global warming is when the Earth heats up and the temperature increases due to the emittance of natural gases such as fossil fuels, burning from coal mines to all the way from burning coal to get electricity, or burning coal to make electricity to power the machines to make even cars or the seat we sit in or anything. But more recently, the since the temperatures have been rising like fast, it's causing more dangers for people, animals, plants, and overall just our entire environment. As you can see in this picture, this polar bear obviously is sitting on a melting glacier in the middle of the water because the glaciers where his habitat is currently being melted away fast, fast, fast. So I talked a little bit about the greenhouse effect in one of the facts, but the greenhouse effect is when the temperature goes up on Earth because of the sun and light that goes in through the atmosphere is trapped when it tries to come out. Only a little bit leaves, but more of it enters and stays than leaves. So that's how it's heating up so fast. And the heat from the sun enters our atmosphere, and the heat has trouble leaving back out. And what's really speeding up the overall heating is, like I said, the overall burning of just fossil fuels and natural gases. So this is a little diagram to kind of explain how the greenhouse effect works. Like it says up here, some of the infrared radiation passes through the atmosphere, but most is absorbed and re-emitted in all directions. And that effect is warms the cloud, like warms the earth, and it really helps keep us warm when it's nighttime, and it helps like keep the days not 500 degrees because of letting some of that stuff out. Some of the causes of global warming is electrical pollution. It's mostly because fossil fuels are burned and they create electricity, and they all are made of dead plants and animals. Some examples would be like chemicals and petroleum and oil, like all stuff like that that just pollutes the air, water, or anything. And petroleum is one of the main sources of energy, and it's used for it's petroleum, it's gas. It's like for you putting in your car, making electricity, making other things. And according to a study, it is used for 38% of the United States total energy. So that is a lot. Another huge emittant of greenhouse gases is our garbage. If you don't really think about that, but our garbage doesn't just disappear; it goes right into landfills, and the landfills are sometimes burned, which sends a ton of greenhouse gases into the air and makes global warming rapidly go faster. And not only do garbage and landfills and burning garbage and plastic do it, but the way they make these such large areas to make all these air places is deforestation. And that's when they cut down trees and plants and everyone's habitat, which in return cuts down the carbon dioxide that's given off. So there's less oxygen, and it's just not okay. As you can see right here, that is a picture of the top of like a factory, and that's probably just a still snap. That looks like that all day, every day, 24/7. That's how much you like. That's like to put in perspective how much they put into the air. That's just one. Some of the results of global warming, as I talked about earlier, is the melting glaciers, which is causing polar bears' habitats and overall existence to diminish rapidly. It's created the sea to rise even more, and when that happens, obviously it covers more land, which means lowland islands, poor people, like all the third country islands. They're gonna all slowly be having to push back until there's nowhere to go. And global warming destroys huge forests because the pollution. It's global warming is linked to acid rain, and obviously acid rain, you know what acid is. It pretty much destroys everything it touches over a certain amount of time. And setting global warming has really been accelerating that happening. It's been happening way more often than we've ever seen before. And global warming is also making everything dry, droughts. So that in return causes the forest fires to be last months longer, way bigger, cost way more damage, lose so many more habitats just because the rain isn't coming. As you can see right there, that is a huge fire that is probably caused because of a drought. And here you can see all these glaciers that are breaking off and melting away. But everyone likes to think that no one, everyone knows about it, but no countries are really doing anything about it. But Chile, China, there's been tons of places that have like vowed to set precedences on like setting goals for like China by 2035 plans to cut down its total natural gas emissions by 65%. And they also vowed to donate, or not donate, but put over the next 10 years, since till 2030, they plan to put over $360 billion into making their air cleaner, because they have been looked at as the worst air quality and the highest producer of natural gas. So, with all that being said, everyone thinks there's nothing, like all the normal people in like school like us, no one really thinks we can do anything to help. But there are tons of sites and everything. I encourage everyone that sees this or listens to this to really look in and invest into one site where you just literally donate $5 a month or something, and that could go so far. Like it does not. You're not going to make a change in a day. If we all come together and try to change it, we can turn this world around and make it livable for the next generation. Thank you.